Please don't let today be Monday. Please don't let today be Monday. Please, 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 please don't let today be Monday.
Welcome back to the channel, Steel Town Menace fans. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below if you enjoy this content. Today's show is going to be a little bit different than my political views and or cultural aspects of my views because I want to talk and see things in a different point of view today. Today's episode will be what I'll be trying to do on every Monday, as the beginning of the week should start off with a little positivity rather than Garfield's version of Mondays. See, I want it to be Good News Mondays. This will be bringing you some good news stories that don't normally get seen on social media platforms or in the mainstream media's networks. You might find them on their platforms like through Google and things like that, but you don't do it unless you search for it. I wanted to bring you something besides jokes and satire, politics and memes, although there may be some of that mixed in here, as sometimes good news comes from strange places. I will have other videos dedicated to those other subjects on different days. Today, in our Menacing Good News segment, number 1, I have 4 stories that I found heartwarming and interesting. First is that of a fallen brother, a soldier, and fellow veteran Staff Sergeant Juwante Bradley. His community in Fuquay, Varina, North Carolina, had a volunteer program, Hero Home, built through Operation Coming Home. It's a mission to assist those injured troops and families of my fellow fallen brothers and sisters in arms. Volunteers from Garmin Homes organized to build these homes and had them move into this home January this year. The ceremony had singing, tributes and tears for Juwante and his family. Then they handed Miss Ava the keys.
As a family of a fallen U.S. Army sergeant received keys to a new home in Fuquay, Varina. This is all part of Operation Coming Home, and we were there as the family walked right through the front door. It was a day of celebration.
It's beautiful.
They came with new keys and a new home.
You feel good? All right. You feel good? You feel good? All right.
It's been a long road for Ava Bradley and her children. See, back in 2008, her husband, Staff Sergeant Juwante Bradley, was killed while serving in Iraq. His death left Bradley a widow and their children without their father.
While we honor the sacrifice paid by Staff Sergeant Juwante Bradley.
But today, the Purple Heart recipient was remembered. And not to be forgotten in all of this was the family he left behind. Volunteers with Garmin Homes built the family this brand new home in Fuquay, Varina.
We thank God. We thank everybody that had anything to do with it. We appreciate everybody. Everybody.
The donated home is part of Operation Coming Home, a mission to help injured troops and families of fallen service members.
God bless America, my home, sweet home.
And after the singing and ceremony was done, Bradley took time to reflect on what this beautiful home means to her family.
It shows that they appreciate what their dad, my late husband, did. It shows that we're not alone. You know, that they see it, and they love us too. It may seem like we're starting over, but we're just continuing this journey in another neighborhood.
Operation Coming Home started with a groundbreaking ceremony on May 30th, 2008.
That is a good way to start the year and the week off right. The next story is one of hope and reunion, and one that Hollywood actor Christian Bale, also known as Batman, has envisioned for years. One that he's been trying to get done for 16 total years and finally broke ground just recently. It's one of assisting foster kids transitioning from foster care to their new homes. It was a personal passion project for Mr. Christian Bale and a way to give back hope to those separated by the foster care system. The actor stated, "I discovered it takes an awful long time and really motivated people to help kids. It's complicated. It's tough to help these kids. It should be a hell of a lot easier than it was, but I didn't flinch for 1 second and we got it done." Bell's service and village, featuring 12 three-bedroom townhomes, each housing up to 6 kids and fully trained foster care professionals to help and support this program, is offering a new pioneering platform. According to this GoodNewsNetwork.org's team who wrote the article, his project will also have temporary studio apartments available for visiting relatives and transitional housing for the foster kids aging out of the system. A 7,000 square foot community center will also be offering enrichment and programs and services for these children. "Imagine the torment, trauma, and pain," Mr. Bale once said, "of these children losing your parent or being taken out of the home unwillingly because of a mistake the parents made." He hopes this village will be the first of many to come, as we must help our children. This groundbreaking event happened near McAdam Park in Palmdale, California. It sits on a 4.6 acre lot, and they dug dirt February 15th, 2024. Here's to building a new future for the children. And again, it took 16 years to break this ground, but well worth the wait, don't you think? This next story is mind-blowing, especially considering today's political landscape. On or around February 16, 2024, a newly elected parliamentarian in Pakistan, who was declared the victor, showed a display of honesty, fairness, and integrity, giving up a seat he just won to his opponent as he learned the election had interference on his behalf. There was significant vote tampering, he found out, and it had facilitated his victory. Now that's integrity in an election. Mr. Habiz Naeem Rahman from the mainstream Islamist Jamaat-e-Islami Party believed he had won Karachi's provincial seat, number 129. But after defeating his independent candidate, Saif Bari, backed by the Tehreek-e-Insaf PTI party, he noticed that his opponent's tally in the election had been reduced without explanation from 31,000 to 11,000 votes, and he only received 26,000 votes after the machines were tabulated. Public opinion should be respected, he said. Let the winner win, let the loser lose. No one should get anything extra, Rahman told the reporters on Wednesday. I will not accept it, he said. The winner should be given the victory. Talk about humbleness and respect for the democratic voting process by someone who won the election but knew he had really lost. My hat's off to you, brother. Thank you very much for doing the honorable thing. We Americans could learn from that. Imagine what the world would be like if we all learned from him instead of wanting more power. Sometimes being a real winner comes at a loss. The last story was from December, and I found it to be hilarious, as Maury Povich was called out of retirement to deliver us just one more paternity test result at the Denver Zoo for the resident orangutans. The paternity was a mysterious one to the zoo staff, as they didn't know which male orangutan was the father. Maury is well known for his television show that featured paternity results to surprise guests and their significant others or multiple partners of the guest, accusing them and the man of his procreation. After a one-night stand or a long-term relationship gone bad, either 30-year-old Barani or 16-year-old Jaya, the zoo called Maury Povich, the paternity patriarch, to give his response of the results. And the zoo announced that it was settling on this paternity test debate once and for all. Thank God it's a zoo exhibit, or the test could have been hilarious.
This one's bones all feel loose.
And I think that one is blind. We'll have to get him little sunglasses.
Right, because dog head human ears over here doesn't react to anything I say.
Lols. December 19th, the test results were verified by Mari. Like he would on his own show, Mr. Povich amped up the drama as he opened a manila envelope containing the results, showing a shared split screen of Barani and Jaya's faces.
Well, who better to reveal the paternity than legendary talk show host Maury Povich?
It comes to the orangutan, 4-month-old Siska, Barani. You are the father.
I love it. Nice little pause right there. So 30-year-old Barani was one possible father. The other was 16-year-old Jaya.
Well, that's all I have for you today, Menace fans. I hope these stories brought some joy, love, and laughter into your hearts. I want to thank CBS, Uplift, and GoodNewsNetwork.org for their amazing stories. I look forward to sharing more each Monday, and if you have any you would like to share, please let me know in the comments below. And if you have good stories, please link them below. Like, share, and subscribe to the show. Maybe yours will inspire hope on a Menacing Monday episode in the future. And remember, don't be me. Be a menace.
'Cause I'm not